Recently, the Shiba Inu has been experiencing a fiery condition. Numerous movements have been documented, however, which is the most significant. Coinbase has recently executed an unprecedented action. In an instant, billions of Shiba Inu were extinct. In a single day, BlackRock too contributed millions to the cause. Presently, there is widespread curiosity. This could be a warning that Shiba Inu is in for a significant event. Additionally, it is not anticipated to cease anytime soon. What is transpiring? And why will Shiba Inu differ from its current state? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Today is a particularly exciting day for Shiba Inu. Right now, the price may appear to be decreasing, and yes, it is gradually making an effort to recover. However, what is truly extraordinary is the situation surrounding the price. What is the vitality of the community? The two are entirely distinct. Everyone is enthusiastic. Today, the Shiba Inu is the subject of constant conversation. It appears that a significant event is in the making, and the situation is beginning to spiral out of control. In a positive manner, therefore, this is the situation. Just recently, Coinbase implemented an enormous transition. We are discussing the abrupt withdrawal of billions of Shiba Inu. That is not a trivial matter. It is the type of action that typically suggests the impending arrival of something significant. Additionally, acquire this. Simultaneously, BlackRock, the trillion-dollar corporation, acquired an immense quantity of cryptocurrency. This wasn't anticipated by anyone. It caused a sensation in the market and further fueled the enthusiasm of the Shiba Inu community. Presently, there is widespread curiosity. Is there a connection between all of this? Is there a correlation between the recent developments with Shiba Inu and BlackRock's significant cryptocurrency acquisition? The scheduling is simply too ideal, although it has not been confirmed. However, please remain patient. You may be wondering, that's fine, but what about the chart? Has the price yet reflected this? One analyst has observed that there is a highly intriguing development. Shiba Inu recently evaluated this critical support area, which is essentially where a significant number of purchasers are seated. However, rather than plummeting, it began to rebound. Furthermore, it is establishing a pattern in which the lows are consistently rising, which is a favorable indicator. This could potentially result in the Shiba Inu being pushed directly into its next resistance location, where sellers typically intervene, if the price remains consistent above the short-term floor. Furthermore, if it surpasses that threshold, it is feasible that the situation could escalate rapidly. Nevertheless, the indications are that there is a much more significant event unfolding beneath the surface, despite the adversity that began the day. The chart's gradual pressure buildup, the whales movement, and the presence of major actors such as BlackRock. It appears as though Shiba Inu is preparing for a significant event. Consequently, what transpired? Well, a significant event has recently occurred that has garnered significant attention in the crypto community, particularly in the Shiba Inu society. Over 56 billion coins were transferred in what may be one of the largest Shiba Inu transfers in the past 24 hours. Yes, billion. That is not a misunderstanding. And the worth of that transfer? It is approximately $680,000 in value. However, this is the point at which the situation becomes truly intriguing. This was not a series of insignificant transfers or a casual occurrence in the wallet. It was a simple, tidy transfer. Batching and splitting are prohibited. One potent step from Coinbase Prime, the professional platform utilized by high-level institutions and dedicated crypto investors, directly into a new wallet. Before this substantial relocation, there was nothing but silence, no history, no transactions, and a new address. That is already uncommon. Observe the presence of such a large sum of money, particularly from a source of this nature, typically indicates that there is an intention. Someone is preparing for an event. Regardless of whether it is a strategic private transaction, long-term cold storage, or something even more significant behind the scenes, this is undoubtedly not a routine transition, and the timing is positively suspicious. This was due to the fact that BlackRock intervened and launched a bomb of their own in the midst of the enormous Shiba Inu transfer at the same time. They acquired Ethereum, valued at more than $16 million, in a low voice. There will be no significant announcement. Rather, it will be a straightforward transition. Completed. Now you must question yourself, why? Why at this time? Why is this occurring at this particular time? BlackRock is not the type of organization that pursues excitement or acts on instinct. They are based on insider knowledge, long-term vision, and thorough research. Therefore, the abrupt initiation of this approach to cryptocurrency is a significant indicator. There is an imminent event, and although their purchase was in Ethereum, the timing of the transaction, which was so close to the Shiba Inu transaction, has sparked extensive speculation. Is it possible that they are all interconnected? Consider the matter. In the midst of the transfer of billions of Shiba Inu coins from a major exchange to a mysterious container, one of the world's largest financial institutions is making a substantial crypto investment. It is not an accident. That appears to be a form of preparation. It appears that an event is imminent, and the major actors are establishing their positions prior to the general public becoming aware. This is precisely the reason why the Shiba Inu community is currently abuzz. It is not solely about the current price, rather it is about the implications of all of these signals. This is about the fact that whenever we observe significant actions such as this behind the curtains, something significant typically follows. Adhere to. These actions are never arbitrary, regardless of whether they involve a new use case, a significant listing, or a deeper integration of Shiba Inu into the broader crypto ecosystem. They are strategic. The intelligent community is attentive when the wise money begins to accumulate. Therefore, despite the fact that the price of Shiba Inu is currently recovering and the situation may not appear to be catastrophic at this time, there is a subtle simmering of something. And all of this activity, all of these signs, it suggests that a significant transformation is imminent. A rupture, a surge. Additionally, there is an additional matter that warrants serious consideration. Shiba Inu is not solely about price increases or significant financial movements. Scaling is occurring in the background, quietly, methodically, and with great force. Similar to the observation made by Lucy, the chief marketer for Shiba Inu, in one of her most recent tweets. She conveyed a straightforward yet potent message. The number is not merely a numerical value, it is momentum, and she posed the ideal query. Is this genuine growth, or are a greater number of individuals transferring their tokens from exchanges to self-custody? What is the matter? It is possible that both are the case. In either case, the event is occurring on the blockchain, indicating that it is genuine, transparent, and taking place in the core of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. This change conveys a significant message. When individuals begin to transfer their assets from centralized platforms, it typically indicates that they are confident in the long-term value. They are not in the area to swap properties overnight. They are present to maintain, construct, and contribute to a greater cause. Additionally, this corresponds with the current situation. We are witnessing whale movements, significant institutional interest, exchange withdrawals, and community excitement. Additionally, an increasing number of individual owners are now securing their positions. It appears as though all the parts are beginning to fit together. The titans are in motion on one side. Conversely, the community is expanding. The foundation is becoming increasingly robust. The cost is still stabilizing, but it appears that Shiba Inu is transitioning into a new phase, not only as a meme coin, but as a genuine decentralized ecosystem. Each new holder, each on-chain transaction, and each smart contract or Shibarium update are all components of that overarching vision. However, upon taking a step back and examining the entirety of the situation, the belief, the growth, and the scaling, it becomes evident. The Shiba Inu is not experiencing any deceleration. It is in the process of intensifying, and even when one considers the long term and zooms out, the future of the Shiba Inu appears truly promising. In a recent remark, one of the Shiba Inu developers even alluded at the upcoming content. He disclosed something quite thrilling. We will be bringing more dynamic and enjoyable courses in the future, thanks to the powers of Shiba AI. Now, what does this phrase precisely denote? So it indicates that the crew is not passively observing the price. They are constructing, they are making progress, they are contemplating ways to enhance the Shiba Inu ecosystem by making it more interactive, engaging, and, quite frankly, more enjoyable for the community. This is no longer solely about tokens. We are discussing features that are powered by artificial intelligence, gamified experiences, and genuine innovation that attracts a greater number of individuals. Not only investors, but also creators, developers, and consumers who are eager to utilize the technology that Shiba Inu is developing. Additionally, that is extraordinarily significant. This is the reason why an undertaking has the ability to endure. That is the factor that transforms it from a transient trend to an enduring phenomenon. The combination of an active developer community, a robust community, and major actors discreetly positioning themselves in the background is typically indicative of a significant outcome in the future. Therefore, while we are currently monitoring statistics and news, Shiba Inu is establishing the foundation for a new level of success in the long term. In a literal sense, the future is not only dazzling, but it is also becoming increasingly intelligent, quicker, and more thrilling. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Comment in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.